Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, Port Vale bow out of the Checkatrade Trophy, and I'm joined by Port Vale manager Neil Aspin. Neil, on the evening, have you just got to admit that you were beaten by the better side there?
Yes, I would agree. I think they deserve to go through. There's no question about that. I think in the first half, there could have been more than the one goal in front. We were fortunate to be 1-0 down at half time. I did think in the second half we'd started brightly, and we had a chance of getting back in the game. I just felt we were pushing them back, and they weren't as comfortable in possession. But the sending off then killed us, and straight after sending off they get the second goal, and then you'd have to say 2-0 down with 10 men. It's game over really, and you just really then trying to get through the game, and sort of you're looking ahead then to Saturday's game.
What's the message to the players when you go in at half time and you've sort of been a bit battered in that first half? They've hit the post, they've missed an absolute sitter from about 5 yards out. How do you motivate the players from that?
I know myself, when I've been in that position, it's in some ways you're quite positive because you feel that you should be more than 1-0 down, and you're fortunate to only be 1-0 down. So I think you come out for the second half with a bit of a spring in your step because you realise you're still in the game. But then when that second goal goes in and the sending off, you obviously realise it's not going to be your night. But certainly at half time, I think everybody was still positive. But we have to move on. Disappointed, especially for the supporters who travelled, because it's we would have liked to have got through, but we've got to move on to Saturday, and I think everybody knows how important Saturday's game is.
Just reflecting on the Checkatrade Trophy as a whole, you've 100% record in the group stages. You've taken it really seriously, and the players all the way up until this point have showed a really good attitude in it.
No, I think nothing wrong with the players' attitude tonight. I just thought, unfortunately, they were better than us tonight. Yeah. That's the top and bottom of it. But in the tournament, we've given a good account of ourselves. We've tried to get through, and I think that's what you have to do. We've treated with respect, but tonight, we have to accept that they were better than us.
Now looking ahead to the weekend, Carlisle United at home, you get players back like James Gibbons, Adam Crooks can come back in as well, and you're hoping to have a new striker in by that point. So all the focus now goes on Carlisle United.
Look, Carlisle game, I think we all know what position we're in terms of we've struggled at home for a while now. We need to give a good performance on Saturday, but we have to be positive. We've got to forget about the result tonight. We've got to focus on Saturday, but we've got to look at the game at Crawley where we did well. And this was always going to be a tough game tonight. So you have to accept that you might lose this game. But I think on Saturday at home, we've got to make sure that we give a good performance and give the home supporters, something to shout about.
It must be some positive signs for you, though, watching how well we played football on Saturday, and at spells tonight we played some decent football. Try and mirror that on Saturday.
Look, we were trying to. Everybody's got their own ideas about how to play football. At the end of the day, you've got to win games no matter how you play them. But we are trying to play more football in terms of possession and trying to pass the ball more. Obviously, when you've got Pope in your side, it does at times alter the way you play and you go longer. But we have to pass the ball more. We've got to keep it on the ground. The players tried to do that tonight. At times they passed out quite well, but they've got to keep working at it, and we've got to get better at it. And as well as doing that, we've got to make sure that we defend properly, because that's certainly been our Achilles heel at home. We've let in too many goals, so we've got to get the balance right. We've got to pass it when we can, but we've got to make sure we defend when we have to as well.